Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Build Break and Fix, brought to you by the Rule Coders. And today we have Fanesh and me. How are we doing, Fanesh?
Hey everyone, hey Zain. Yeah, good as always. Like to see or like to hear about what you guys got up to as well um,
Yeah,
from the other day. But yeah, great.
yep, that's brilliant. Good to have you. And let's get the party started by first for respecting our elders of the past, present, and future. So here we go. I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay my respects to their elders past, present, and future. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Fantastic. So that
Nice.
was smoothly done.
Yeah, still old screen. Gek dev. Haven't got around to it. That's my bad.
Right. Yeah, guess Finesh is a really busy man, kind of a VIP businessman. He's got things happening all around the clock.
Yeah, I've just been busy over the last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense, man. Completely. As life does get busy as you grow older,
Mm-hmm.
and
True.
once you hit 30, you're gonna be craving that. Why can't the time just stop?
Hmm. Yeah, man. I feel that way already.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that happens with having a being in full time work and also doing things here and there,
Mm-hmm.
which really interests you,
Mm-hmm.
which is good though because, as they always say, that time flies when you're having fun.
That's
So,
true. That's true.
all right, cool. So, just a bit of progress since yesterday. So, Tori and I did well. Mainly, he did the front end. He smashed it out. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be wiring up the back end with what he has done with the front end. So I'll just really take you briefly to what he did, and you might need to merge his code because he created a pull request.
Okay.
Right.
Um,
hmm
okay. So that's essentially working, and now we can move on from that.
So
Is it?
we haven't tested because the backend isn't done yet. So that's what we're planning to do today.
Mm-hmm.
But with the front end, the kind of logic works because we did test it in the browser by kind of hard coding the values in the console and see if the overall logic works.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just share my screen really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I'll basically um I'd have to get I'd have to merge his pull request first because
Okay.
then we're gonna get his changes.
Get
Oops.
dev. It's yeah, work's been pretty busy, and also like family commitments as well. So yeah, I think between work and family, it's been pretty busy.
What they've added a authentication of the device as well. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'm not gonna open up the email on my laptop. I'll just open it on my mobile and see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, interesting. This is really unexpected, to be honest.
I think they've had this previously as well. Saying, I
Have,
mean, if you
have they?
if you've cleared your history and um, cache, then it probably
Okay.
comes up. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. But I probably haven't done anything with my history of cache, and it just came up. Probably because I kind of am logging in GitHub after a while.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, let's go to pin. Which one was it? Oh, it's a pull request here. Cool. So popular board after get button click. Nope. Feature add uh
Comparison to saved
add
columns, maybe.
comparison to
That
save
seems right.
columns.
2 days ago.
Add comparison. Okay, cool. I'll just merge that one. Um. Board columns feature, yeah, from took commission to dev from. Okay, yes. So I'll just kind of merge it because it's going into dev straight away. Cool.
Okay.
Did I forget how to merge it? That is not good. Can also my reviews blocked. Okay, one pending reviewer was requested for review. Merge without waiting for requirements to be met. Merge is blocked. Merging can be performed automatically with one proving review. At least one proving review is required. Cool. Merge request into dev. Comparison, yeah. From row coders. Cool, so that is done. Pull request successfully merged and closed. Fantastic. So now what we need to do is basically open up VS Code.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I should turn on the music.
Yep, go for it.
Do you want to choose letter?
Let Yagdab do it.
Okay. Okay, Dev, do you want to choose a letter for the music?
You can get socket. No, that's not it. Okay.
S for satay.
New branch. Okay, so get checkout board columns feature. What do I have the pending? What's pending here? Oh, just one thing. No, I don't need that then. Check out kill. Okay, so this is what basically we did.
Mhm.
So we added this function.
Okay.
So basically all this checks is that if the latest column length is equal to the previous column's length in terms of updating.
Mhm.
and and
Mhm.
it checks if every
Mhm.
column in the array, every column names,
Mhm.
every every column. My phone is vibrating and is distracting me. Hang on a minute. Okay. Um. Yeah. Every co- um if every column name in the
Mhm.
column array
Mhm.
equals
Mhm.
the same name in the index.
Oh, okay. Yes, I understand. Mhm.
If it does,
Mhm.
then every would return true, and hence this all statement will return true,
Mhm.
which means that this function will return true. That
Mhm.
yes, columns
Nice.
are the same. Don't do anything.
Mhm.
However,
Mhm.
if they are not the same, then we are basically posting the columns in the backend,
Okay.
as in
Nice.
inserting them. And then we're checking that if the result is not okay, so with the status 200, then we
Mhm.
are basically saying this message and then opening up an alert and then no further execution.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Understand.
Does that make
This.
sense?
Yes. Yes. Looks pretty neat. Yeah.
Cool. So basically, this is what he did,
Mhm.
and um, where was the notes? Where was the notes? Where was the notes? Yeah, this is one we created. So another
Mhm.
endpoint
Mhm.
where column has to be created to do the post request.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is basically what we're going to do today and test as well.
Mhm. Okay. Cool.
All right. That makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. Makes sense.
Fantastic. Um, so,
Um,
uh-huh.
CakeDev has asked you a question. Do you use GitHub at work, Zane? Or do you
Git,
just edit text files in a zip with Notepad++?
oh, no, we use GitHub, Accurev, and Azure DevOps.
Okay. What's the middle one, sorry? What's
Accurev.
Active? Okay. Is it like a what does that do?
So that's basically this similar to GitHub,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Mm-hmm.
got, you know how GitHub has repositories?
Mm-hmm.
Accurev has streams.
Streams, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it properly, but I'll just Google it and Accurev. So it's from Micro Focus, and it's a software configuration management application developed by Accurev. What is the use of Accurev? So, oh, okay. So it's an SCM
Let's see.
de- designed for use by a team of people who are developing a set of files.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't used Accurev before as well, so this was my basically first time. And at first, I thought that it was a in-house built software because they didn't trust
Mhm.
third-party tools, so they made their one of themselves.
Mhm.
But then I realized that hang on, it's actually a third-party tool, which was good. Yeah, steep learning.
Mhm. I see.
Okay, so we need to go in backend. Board column feature, yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Okay, aiming to get this backend done and tested today. So let's see how we go.
Mhm.
Okay, so board name. We need a post request. Create a board. Yep, we can just basically copy this one.
What
Can
we
we?
use for
No,
no, right?
no. Yeah. No, we shouldn't copy that one. We can copy some other one that has the. Okay, so this is also taking that
Why
way
not use the one we use for no? Say.
because I wanted to have the post as in the code in front of me, but if I go to the notes one, I would have to go to this function to get that code, which is what I was thinking. No, I don't want to go
Okay.
do that. But yeah, that's one option as well.
just just copy and paste it into a notepad.
Oh my god, I didn't know I was that thirsty. Right, create a note for specific word. Okay, again, never mind. Let's do this and create column. So we'll do this as post, board, and columns. And the only board ID is that one. Yeah. We need that. Don't need this. We would need board columns.
Mhm.
Actually, columns is fine. Don't want to go with that much. Oh, we're using column. Let's use columns, board columns. Yeah, let's use columns. Column names. Okay, and column names. That would be an array. What's this coming up as?
Mhm.
Board ID. Have I got this board ID here? Yes, I have. So we need to do them both. And why?
Why are you declaring the? Why are you declaring it up here, Zane? Column names.
Because we need to use it as a variable, isn't it? First, so declare the array and then use it.
But how is it being populated? Column names. through the body, right? There's
Yes,
request
through the
body.
body. Well, I was thinking that would work in
Oh,
this way.
I understand.
So there we go. But I'm. Oh no 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 no.
Don't you? Do you mean column names and then the request body?
Ah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know what I'm thinking. So how is this spelled in the front end? Let's check. Columns. Cool.
Hmm.
Where's my other one gone? I need my other one. There we go.
Hey, Alexander, gamer man.
Ho ho ho! After 10 years, good to see you.
Do you know who that is? No.
Yes.
Okay. Is it someone you know in real life, or
Hmm?
is it someone you know in real life, or are they a follower of the show? What's the background here? If you don't mind sharing.
I WhatsApped you.
Sorry? Oh,
I
okay.
WhatsApped you. Yeah, he's one of the first viewers that we had, as in every day.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, one of the first when I actually started this stream, as in by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah. We have a lot of memories together on stream.
Wow.
All right. So this is there. Column names I needed to go.
Geese has been living under a Big Mac. I can't understand.
Columns. Oh, right. Cool. Perfect. So this is how we're gonna do this one. So here's our columns. That's the body. That's so the columns are basically coming from the params of the request object, and then we don't really need. Do we need this? Yes, we do. We want to make sure that the board ID is valid. Yes, okay. And then what we want to do, see, this is where I didn't want it to go inside.
Why don't we just, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it's ideal or not, but create a new function for that, for the columns to do that, to essentially do the same thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a repetition. I don't know if you want to do that or not.
Let's try it.
Save columns one by one.
Okay, that should do it. This is really bad. But I want to be bad for one day. Come on. Okay, cool. So now we can. We actually duplicating the code. We shouldn't be doing that. No.
Is there a better way? There's definitely a better way.
Table columns, okay. So
Alexander asks, do you guys have new swag? We don't, do we? Still the t-shirts?
Yes, still the t-shirts, but we hopefully getting some new swag soon.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've been buying my soul from memory. The tune is from StreamYard. Um, like it's the rock tune from StreamYard. 500 lines of code in one file. Should we have broken this up a little bit more, saying like in different files? Or,
Yes, but we're not gonna do it in the first iteration. Release has to happen very soon.
okay.
And we can basically do whatever refactoring we want after the MVP is out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Because to be honest, the code can always be improved, always.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that.
What are you doing now, sir?
I am trying to write a post request here. Here. Anyway, let's write it.
Instead of creating the function, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I guess. Why not we do that instead? Or,
Gonna check how is that one done. Say one by one. Concept parameters, key condition, okay. Query. So we're getting the board first. Right, we're gonna get the board first. And then insert the columns. Okay, cool. So this would basically be const board. Const board. No. That's not it. Was basically const item equals like this. Wow, I forgot. Yeah, it wasn't that way. But we can do a parameter. So, this is annoying. Turn it off. Turn the ESLint off. Table name is equal to table board. Table board, is that the one? Yeah, table board. And then the key is, then we need the key to be as board ID equals, is it that? Board ID. Yeah. Board ID. Once we have this, then what do we want to do is just want to get the board itself. Why do we have this one? Key condition expression, board ID. And anyway, I'll just focus on that. Okay, that one's done, and then we will do board equals wait dot client where get params and promise. Okay, so this will hopefully give us the board. Expected. Why are you expecting that from me? Okay, now mine. This is
Much.
why ESLint can be helpful, but not helpful too.
Have a look on
Mm-hmm.
so I can help you out with this. Um, no, you have to add a comma there.
Oh, finally. That feels good now. Okay, cool. So once we have the board, then
Mhm.
we need to check.
If the board exists.
Mhm. If the iron board not present in the database, we need to do this as well. These all can go into functions, and then we can call the functions everywhere, but we're not going to go down that route at the moment. Is board items, yeah. If it's empty, then board not isn't present. Board not present in the database. Cool. So, and if it is present, then what do we want to do? We want to just insert the columns. So we would basically do try, come on, Zane. Try, try. Just wait. Where are we passing the columns? We're not passing the columns at the moment, am I?
Yeah, in the for the
Mm-hmm.
notes one, I think you guys
Mm-hmm.
created like a object first before calling anything.
Yeah, in this way. So it would basically, because we are not inserting the notes, we're not inserting the columns as in notes inside the columns, which would make it a lot easier. So what we basically need to do is we would have to do kind of this way. That const um columns, and then we want to do
Can't you, Zane, won't you be able to
Mhm.
follow the same logic? Because it's like, treating columns like no almost. I think you're looking in the wrong part. I don't probably doesn't matter too much, but you're looking at the wrong like the different area, right?
Do you want to speak a bit louder? Because I could
Oh,
hardly
sorry.
hear you.
But I'm just saying I think you're looking in the not in the right area. Can-
Oh, okay, right, I
yeah.
see. So, update, single note. So note will come from the body. Column will come from the body, right?
Mhm.
So we can basically save that from the body, and then we can just insert it in this way.
Mhm.
Update board. Columns. ordinal present. Okay, so now we can basically do this. Columns column is equal to that. Columns columns equal to request dot body dot columns. Okay, now what we need to do is basically just do this. Key body and insert it in there. Create board. Actually, there was a better way to do that.
Columns are being saved within boards, right? So, like,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. Update set board name to that one. Okay, cool. We can use this part here. No, this is updating. We want to insert it. Because every time we are inserting it, we are getting rid of the existing value and reinserting the entire thing again. Okay, never mind. I will do this one. Okay, that one comes there. Board. That one, and then trans one. Table board. Yeah, that's fine. Key condition expression board ID.
Active says I need excess energy drink.
Huh?
Gekdev says I need excess energy drink. That's what you drink, right, Sam?
Yes. Yeah, Deb, if you want it, we can talk about that off the stream, if you like. How hard can a pull operation be?
Zane, what, like, you know, can't we use the same logic essentially from the save notes, just changing around the names to
I'm
match
thinking
columns?
we can do that here because I already did this, and I'm thinking that we just have to pass the request dot body dot columns here, and then it would work. Shall we try it?
Okay, but like, don't we want to create the specific endpoint, right? So that we can call. You're saying just for this initial save?
No, you're right. I was just talking about we shouldn't do this. So put that one So where's the notes one? So this is notes, and then single notes would be this one, and then we're getting the notes here now. No, we are okay. So we are updating it here, update board.
If we use that, say.
This one. Columns. Update board, table board, set board nodes. So in this one, we can say set columns. Column column would be a list. Yeah, it would be. So that would be fine. So here we just have to name it as column, and then column here as well. Actually, let's name it plural. Columns, and then this one would be as columns. And then all we need to do is basically just do a try catch. Wait. Dot client update board this. And then if it catches it, throws E as an exception, error, and then does console.error error.
In the first part of the try, saying you guys did res.send, so to send the response, so maybe
yeah.
And then
res.send. Yeah, cool. That all looks alright, and column comes there, coming from the body, and console.error. This way, how Tori does it, console.error, yeah.
Okay. Not that it matters too much, but you guys did res.send json.stringify error for the save notes one.
Okay, that should do the trick. Let's deploy this and test it. See where we failed. Okay, I'm just gonna revise it a bit.
Gekdev says you shouldn't use the promise res for failure. should be using the second param rejected for fatal errors.
Second param rejected.
No, he says this isn't a promise. Never mind. No, I think yeah, don't worry about it.
Mhm. So here we are doing that one. If board ID isn't in the params, then bring in that, and then else give it the board ID and the columns as well. And then we are checking if the board ID is alphanumeric. Actually, it will be alphanumeric because it's coming from the no, never mind. I'm not gonna go down that route. Board ID false. So if it's not alphanumeric, then the board ID is not valid. It's brilliant. We got this one. Don't need it. And then we are getting the board itself. And then if we're checking if the board has items in it. If it doesn't have items in it, which is empty, then we are saying board is not present in the database. And then we are getting the columns from the body. And updating the board with table board ID, setting the columns of the column database column name column to this array. Let's see if that works, because I've got a bit of a strong feeling that this might crash.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused about that. Between line 542 to 544. It's a bit vague on what's happening there.
So what's happening on 4.2 is it's basically saying that set this column in the DynamoDB to, as in, okay, set whatever's in this one in columns value, and this is the key. So okay, so think of it as this column is the key and this column is the value.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, so in DynamoDB, this is how we declare variables.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so essentially this is saying that take the value of this variable, which is this here, which is coming from the body, and insert this value for this variable at the end of the columns, the column. The DynamoDB columns column. And then it's saying set all, so because this will be a list, it's saying there's append the columns list and add this information in at the end of this column. I don't know how good of a job I'm doing in explaining. You sound really confused at the moment. Are you?
Yeah, I thought I was getting the grasp of it, and then I lost it in the end.
Okay, how about if you tell me what have you understood by this part here?
So I think in 544 you are defining the key and the value, right?
So you can basically basically say that this is a variable
Mm-hmm.
and this is the value of the variable.
Okay. Okay. And then in 542, so columns. Maybe we should rename some of this to be a bit clearer, because
Board columns. Actually, let's make it board columns instead.
okay, yeah, I think that'll be better.
Good point. So I'm gonna leave this variable as is. Actually, I'm gonna do this one as well.
Board columns.
So essentially what this is saying now that set the values of this column which is in DynamoDB with this value, but right at the end. That's what list append does.
Okay. Yes.
So say for example, this is your board column. And at the moment in DynamoDB, you have got this. Okay? As column names. For example, when you run this, this was essentially say, so if this has 6, 7, 8 board columns array. Are you with me?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Then this basically would essentially say add 6, 7, 8.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And in the front end request, we're only passing the change that happens, right? Are we passing the whole column list or only the change?
Yes. We're passing the entire column list because that's what we decided, that because it's only few column names, we can actually remove the column value from it totally and then reinsert it, which is the part that we still need to do.
Okay. So in this case, won't all the column names be appended then, or am I missing something? Like if this works now, this code, will it append all the column names in that case?
It will append all the column names, but it won't get rid of the previous ones. I think.
So if it doesn't get rid of the previous ones, then there could be overlap, right?
Yes, which is when we would have to insert kind of functionality that leave whatever value is in the column, as in board columns column, and insert this one in.
Okay.
I know it might be a bit confusing, and I might not be right here, but that's what my understanding is. How about if you run in, check it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Why? I don't like having that. There you go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's run this and check it how it works.
Always get roasted in the chat. Yeah.
Mhm.
We always get roasted in the chats.
Yeah, I'm basically used to it now, as in getting numb of the roasting, because I'm already, as soon as I see Jack Dev online, I'm like, all right, it's gonna happen. No one can stop it.
Tori is here as well, by the way.
Ah, so it's roasted time too now.
Yeah.
So we were gonna send what? Column. So we were gonna send here. Deploy that again. We will have to
didn't
deploy
want-
again.
Oh, yeah.
That's different. Right. Let's come back and to tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully I'm thinking that this week we'll smash this functionality out and then be back for testing from next week.
Sounds good.
I do. All right, that is fantastic. You wanna have the player of doing the honors as always?
Cool. Thanks, guys, for joining us on another episode of Deal Breaker Fix. In today's episode, we were working on the back end, creating functionality to post the columns into the DB. Yeah, I think we got the majority of it out. Just need to deploy it, and then we can see if it works. So hopefully that's something we can do tomorrow, and something that works as well. So if you're keen to join us and see that happen, make sure you come tomorrow, and we'll do that. So join us tomorrow, same time, same place, and
Same task. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll sayonara for now.
thanks everyone. Good night.